Monday, 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 magic at Homebrew MTG. Yeah. Okay, that was flawless. The intro is going to win awards. Let's look at some cards from Magic. Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, to be precise. Let's see what the best pick in this pack is. Gun Bell, yeah, it's fine. You can swing in and untap it to give it pseudo haste. Not too shabby, but I'm pretty sure we can find better. Frenzied Raptor, probably the worst creature in the entire set. Gets traded up from potentially 1-drops and 2-drops, and it's a vanilla creature. Not putting me into a frenzy by any means. Imposing Phantasaur, it's got a nice cheap cycling cause because you probably won't be hard casting this for a 3/6. Visions, poor. Mutual Destruction, it's a 1-for-1. You have to get rid of one of your own creatures to get rid of another creature. Generally avoid this unless you have lots of lower CMC creatures. Here it is. I was I was a little bit scared about the quality of this pack, but the almighty Brushwag, do not underestimate it. It's a 1/1 trampler. It synergizes well with other trample themed cards, i.e. Corpsewood Crasher or the Proud Wild Bonder, and that's just a 1/1 by itself, and you can boost it for a 4/4 trampler for the first time you do it, and then you can keep on going. You'd be surprised how much of a decent mana sink this card is later on in the game, and it's won me quite a few games. So, I'll definitely keep that. Pacifism, yes, it stops your opponent's biggest creatures. Enough said, that is a decent consideration. Ballista Spit Gremlin, it does 1 damage to each opponent. So quite nice if you're playing a multi-game. But you won't be doing that in a pre-release or a draft environment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, untap it. It'll be so much better if you didn't have to pay 1 to tap it. Even if it was costed 2 or 3 CMC, it'll make it even more playable. But that activation cost is really hurting our Gremlin. Next up, we have a Cavern Whisperer. When it mutates, each opponent discards a card. So not too bad, a 4/4 for 4 if you can mutate it with Menace on top. Yeah, I quite like this. It's going to be a consideration for sure. A Farfinder, when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Yeah, great fixer. I've said how much I love this card. It's a good mutate target, definitely one to consider. Swallow Whole, as an additional cost to cast a spell, tap an untap creature you control. Exile target tap creature and put a 1/1 counter on target creature tap to play this spell's additional cost. Exile an opponent's tapped creature and it gets a +1/+1 just for 1 mana. Versatile, super decent. I like that card. Next up we have Reconnaissance Mission. Whenever a creature you control deals damage to a player, you may draw a card. Cycling for 2. Yeah, if you've got lots of tramplers or lots of go wide creatures, this is going to draw you a lot of cards. And then if you don't have that strategy implemented in that particular game, you can cycle it away for 2. Decent. Majestic Eurocon. Whenever this creature mutates, you gain 4 life. Not my favourite mutate card, but it could give you a little bit of time if you are low on life. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see what our rare is. Ooh, nice. A Zagoth Triome. When it enters battlefield, it comes in tapped, but you can tap it for a black, green, or blue mana rune. So soul-tie colours. A little bit of a nick on it, unfortunately. Ooh, that's a shame. Yeah, I've noticed that they can be a little bit choppy, but with the cycling cost, this is a decent fixer in your deck. However, I don't think I would pick this first pack. But I did see at the end we do have a nice little foil, a Jubilant Skybonder. That is going to get us some nice flying damage in, and creatures you control with flying have spells your opponent's control cast that target that creature costs 2 more to cast. Bit of a mouthful. So our choice is going to be, I think it's going to be between our reconnaissance mission and our Jubilant Skybonder, because this Skybonder is a decent flyer, and the amount of card draw that you're going to get from the mission could be quite substantial. The other cards, yes, they're fine, but we've seen them in other packs. These excite me a little bit more just for today. If you feel differently, pop it in the comments and tell me which would be your first pack. But I'm going to go for the Skybonder, because not only does it make your other flying creatures a little bit harder to target, flyers in limited always seem to do a lot of work, and it's a nice shiny spoot. It's always nice to put a shiny card in a limited deck. So that's my pick. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Like, subscribe, share, do the waltz, whatever you want to do. Show some love to the channel if you like it. Until the next time, cheers.